Good evening, friends. I hope and pray you're all doing well. I welcome you all once again to my channel. And the topic that I have chosen for today is common mistakes that people make while speaking English. In India, the level of English is quite good. In our country, people, even a rickshaw puller, can understand English well. This is not the level of English in all other countries. In our country, the level of English is actually very good. When people talk in English, they make certain mistakes, and they are very common mistakes. From my experience of interacting with people, I have observed that there are certain common errors that people make when they speak in English. I have listed out a few out of them. The first one, myself. Sometimes people, when introduce themselves, they say myself Pooja Mehta, which will be incorrect to say that. You can never open or start a sentence with a word which has self. You can never start a sentence, you can never introduce yourself with myself. When you are in a formal setup and you are asked, tell me something about yourself, and if you start with myself so and so, the interview is over right then and there, because there's only one way to introduce yourself, and that is, my name is Pooja Mehta. All these celebrities, when they speak, they say, hi, this is Kareena Kapoor, or hi, this is Ranbir Kapoor. When they introduce themselves saying this is, that is more of a slang English, which is still acceptable, because slang is acceptable in informal setup. This is introducing yourself by saying this is more like this is a marker and this is a whiteboard and this is Pooja. So you are not a thing. So when you introduce yourself, you say my name is, and that's the only way to introduce yourself. So never ever begin a sentence with a self word, especially never your introduction. So whenever you are asked a question like tell me something about yourself, never ever start with myself, Ramkumar, myself, whatever your name is. You don't ever start your sentence with myself. Second error that we have here is I am having. People say, well, I'm having a car. That is incorrect to say. How many brothers and sisters you have? I'm having 2 sisters and a brother. That is incorrect to say. You use have for possessions. I have a car. I have 2 sisters and a brother. You never ever say I am having a car. Having is more like eating. When you're eating something, what are you doing? I'm having a burger. I'm having a piece of cake. Having is more or less used in terms of I'm having, let's say, a bath, I'm having my food. That is how you use having. But for something that is in my possession, जो चीज़ मेरे पास है, जो मेरी possession में है, उसे बोलने के लिए we never say I am having a red sweater. Never like that. I have a red sweater. Error number 3. How have you come? I have come by a car. You never say I have come by a car. By is correct with any mode of transport, provided you use nothing in between. For example, it is right to say by car, by road, by bus, by air, by flight, by train. All are correct. As long as you don't say buy a car or buy my car or buy my bike, you don't say it that way. किसी भी मोड ऑफ ट्रांसपोर्ट के साथ बाय तब तक सही है जब तक आपने बीच में ए एंड द यूज़ नहीं किया, जब तक आपने बीच में माई हिज हर यूज़ नहीं किया. और पैदल आने के लिए कैसे कहते हैं? आई हैव कम बाय फुट. नो, पैर तो अपने ही हैं. वी से आई हैव कम ऑन फुट. अब कहीं आपको बोलना है कैसे आए हो आप? मैं पैदल आया हूँ. यू डोंट से आई हैव कम बाय वॉकिंग, यू से आई हैव कम ऑन फुट. मोड्स ऑफ ट्रांसपोर्ट के साथ बाय कार, बाय बस, बाय ट्रेन, बाय फ्लाइट, बाय एयर, एनी वे इज करेक्ट as long as you don't add anything in between. Pedal, on foot. Next commonly made error by people is I did not, he did not spoke the truth. It should be he did not speak the truth. Whenever you use the technicality behind it is that whenever you use do, did or does, you only use first form of the verb. This is the commonest error I hear people make when they say he did not told me anything, he did not wrote a letter to me. No, whenever you say do, did or does with that, with all these helping verbs, we always use only and only first form of the verb. So it should be he did not speak the truth, he did not tell me anything, he did not eat anything. With do, did and does, you use only and only first form of the verb. What is the time in your watch? We don't say in your watch, but what is the time by your watch. What is the time by your watch? We don't say, people normally say, what's the time in your watch? It's like, what is the right form is, what is the time by your watch? The next error that we have here is, I prefer tea than coffee. Well, I prefer tea to coffee. You are not comparing anything, you are preferring. One more common error that people make when they use prefer. Prefer and more. These two words can never be used together. Prefer also means in comparison, किसी चीज के comparatively. More is also for comparison. You don't ever use them together. What do you prefer? Well, I prefer tea to coffee. You can never say I prefer tea more to coffee. No, not like that. Prefer के साथ more is incorrect because they both more or less mean the same. And prefer, after prefer we don't say than, we say prefer to. Okay, one thing that I would like to ask in between, unrelated to this, what do you say, elder to or elder than? And older, the difference between elder and older is that when you say he's my elder brother, elder is always in the family, same blood, we are in the family, he's my elder brother. But when you say older, that only means in age. Let's say Mohan is older than anybody else in his family. So that means older को आप कभी भी family के terms में use नहीं कर सकते. Older, elder, elder same family के लिए, older age group में बड़ा होने के लिए. And the same goes for eldest and oldest. Eldest same family, oldest age में सबसे बड़ा होना. That is what. Let's come back to it. He made a big blunder. Blunder by itself means big mistake. So you never say he made a big blunder. You can say he made a big mistake, but you don't say he made a big blunder. Blunder by itself means big mistake. So you only say he made a blunder. And also never ever use blunder and mistake together. They both more or less mean the same thing. So he made a blunder, never ever big blunder. This is a superfluous error. Sometimes people say the angry mob. Angry mob, mob by itself means a group of angry people. Mob by itself means angry people. So you never say angry mob. Another superfluous error that people make is sometimes they say it's the most unique phenomenon. Most and unique will also never go together. Most का मतलब है सबसे ज़्यादा and unique का मतलब है इकलौता. Something which is unique can never be most unique because उसके जैसा तो और कुछ है ही नहीं. So most and unique never go hand in hand. Similarly, more and prefer never go hand in hand. Similarly, angry and mob never go hand in hand. Similarly, more or prefer never go hand in hand. Next line that I have here is, when will you return back? Return by itself means जाके वापस आना. So we say, when will you return? We don't say when will you return back. You never say when will you revise again. You have your test tomorrow and when will you revise again. Revise, itself means dobara. So you never ever use words like when will you return back, when will you return, when will you revise, when will you revert back. No, when will you revert. So all these words by itself are conveying the meaning they are supposed to convey. You don't need to use return back or revert back or revise again because they themselves are conveying the whole idea. The next error that I have here is, this movie is more better than that one. More better don't go together. More is a comparative degree of much. Much, more, most. And so is better a comparative degree of good. Good, better, best, much, more, most. You cannot use two comparative degrees together. Normally people say more better, but it should be this movie is better than that one. This movie is better than that one. You don't say more better. Better का मतलब ही है दूसरे से ज़्यादा अच्छा होना. You don't need to use more here. If you really want to emphasize कि उससे बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छी है, you can say much better. Or you can even say far better. Much better is fine, far better is fine, but more better is totally grammatically incorrect. You can never use two comparative degrees together. It's my marriage anniversary. Wrong. It's my wedding anniversary. We don't say marriage anniversary, which is an incorrect term. We say wedding anniversary. I saw a dream. No, I had a dream. I did not see a dream, I had a dream. So all these common expressions that people make mistakes in are these are some of them. I have part 2 and part 3 of such common mistakes people make when they speak. Before I go, I would also like to draw your attention towards less and lesser. Of late, I've been noticing people using less and lesser in a wrong manner. Less is a comparative degree, less than is correct. But lesser is not a comparative degree. Lesser is more like less famous. If I have to use lesser in one sentence, I would say lesser known facts about the death of Sridevi. Or if I have to say lesser known singers were also present and at the concert. So you can never say lesser than, but it is always correct to say less than. Less is a comparative degree, lesser is not. So it is right to say less than, but it is incorrect to say lesser than. I hope you've understood all of them. And I'm going to have part 2, part 3 of such common errors people make while speaking English. I hope you're understanding everything. Stay tuned. Please like and subscribe if you're liking and enjoying my videos. Thank you all for watching. Have a good evening ahead. Thanks again. Bye-bye.